Hi Asia, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm Allie, I'm the dietitian here.
It's nice to meet you.
How was getting in today? I know we got some snow last night, so.
Yeah, I actually took the bus, so I wasn't really affected, but I heard it was bad out.
That's only on to 40.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty snowy.
It's pretty bad.
It's like it was 70 last week.
I know, how did this happen?
It's crazy. So, before we get into our session, I just want to ask you just to tell me a little bit about yourself, just so I have a better idea.
I am 35.
Okay.
I have an office job. I
Mm-hmm.
work for a fundraising company, and I live alone. And I have 2 cats,
Oh, okay, that's fun. What are your cats' names?
John and Billy.
Okay, that's cute. I actually have 2 cats too.
Oh, really?
So, and then before we get into what we want to talk about today, I just want to go over some of the paperwork I got from your physician's office,
Okay.
just to make sure that's all correct. So, I see that at your last physical, you were diagnosed with hypertension. Is that correct?
I was.
Okay, and then did your doctor talk to you about what that means and what that is?
Yeah, he explained it a little bit to me.
Okay, and how are you feeling about what he told you?
I'm a little scared because my dad and my sister both had that.
Okay.
So I just don't really want to end up like them.
Okay, and what sort of things have you seen with them?
They're just really like slow moving. They gained weight really fast, and they're just not as active as they used to be.
Okay, and anything about the medications that they're on?
Oh yeah, they're on a lot of medications, which I really, really want to avoid. I don't want to be like that.
Yeah, that's a good goal to have, and I think that we can set some smaller goals today to sort of get you to that larger goal. So did your doctor tell you anything else about your hypertension?
He basically just said that I had to lose weight.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Is that what brought you in here today?
Yeah.
Okay, so just to get a general idea, how interested are you in losing weight on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably like a 7 or an 8.
Okay, have you ever tried losing weight before, or?
I did a while ago, and it just didn't work. I gave up after I got tempted to eat some type of food.
Okay, so we can definitely talk more about that. It sounds like weight loss is really the root of your problem, so is that what you'd like to focus on today?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, so just to start, if you'd be interested in going over what you eat from day to day,
Okay.
and then we can pinpoint some areas that it would be
Sure.
helpful for you to work on. Do you mind if I take some notes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So for breakfast, I normally don't even have anything because I don't have time in the morning. So when I get into the office, we have a Starbucks nearby, so I normally get a drink from Starbucks and a sandwich, and then I normally get something from the vending machine during the day, like a bag of chips. And then by the time it's dinner, I'm exhausted and I have to travel home. So I normally stop and get fast food or eat something frozen.
Okay.
Frozen meal.
Sounds good. And then you mentioned Starbucks. What do you typically get when you go to Starbucks?
A venti caramel frappuccino.
That sounds good. And then you said you get something to eat. What was that again?
Just like a sandwich, something that they have there, like an egg and cheese and a croissant.
Okay. And then snacking during the workday, you said just something from the vending machine?
Yeah, like a bag of chips or
Okay.
something like that, candy bar.
You didn't mention any lunch. Do you have any sort of lunch at work?
I don't typically eat lunch. Sometimes I'll bring something from home, but not really.
Okay, and you don't get hungry during the day? Or
Sometimes I do, but I try to like snack a lot.
Okay, and then dinner, you mentioned fast food and the frozen meals. Is that just for time, or why do you typically get those?
It's just what I've always done. It's what
Okay.
I grew up eating, so.
Okay.
And I also am so exhausted, so I don't really want to make anything.
Okay, sounds good. And then, do you have any food after dinner ever?
Yeah, sometimes while I'm watching TV or something, I'll have some ice cream or another snack.
Okay. What sort of snacks do you typically have after dinner? Is it ice cream? Chips.
Maybe another candy bar,
Mhm.
but typically ice cream.
Okay. Sounds good. So I definitely see a few areas that we can work on. If you just want to start by mentioning what area you would be most interested in starting with, what area you want to sort of change.
I'd say breakfast. Since I've
Okay.
never really done that before, I'd like to maybe try that.
Okay, and you said that was a time constraint?
Yeah, I wake up at around 8:30 and have to be at work at about 9, so I'm pretty pressed for time in the morning.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested would you be in waking up a little bit earlier and maybe making something quick, just like cereal or toast, or preparing something the night before?
I guess around a 7 or an 8.
Okay. I think that that could be something that could help you out. I noticed that you usually get a sandwich at Starbucks,
Mhm.
which those sort of prepackaged, pre-made foods are often high in sodium. So making
Oh,
something
really?
at home that you know what's in it might be able to help you. So if that's something that you're interested in, you could that could
Okay.
probably help.
Yeah, I never knew actually that there was a lot of sodium in them. I typically don't look at the nutrition labels or anything.
That's actually something that could be very helpful for you with the hypertension and with any weight loss goals that you have.
Okay.
And then moving on to your Starbucks, do you, on a scale of 1 to 10, have any interest in changing your drink, the caramel frappuccino?
Probably not 0. I really,
Okay.
really like that drink.
Okay, if that's something that's important to your day, then that's fine. We can work around that. I would definitely. It's good that you do have lunch sometimes. That's helpful. And then moving on to your dinner. Like I mentioned before, the fast food, the prepackaged food, the frozen meals do have a lot of sodium. So you said that you were pressed for time, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested would you be in making some small changes to your dinners to sort of reduce that?
I could try probably around a 9.
Okay, sounds good. So you don't have to start making a 5-course gourmet meal every night or eating a
I hope
salad
not.
for dinner. But there are some lower sodium prepackaged foods that you could try, just sort of cut that out. And
Okay.
then if just a couple nights a week you can make something, maybe 2 or 3 portions of something and then save that,
Oh,
that
that's
could
smart.
be helpful. So if that's something that you're interested in, that could be a good start too.
Okay.
And then I want to hear a little bit more about your snacking in
Okay.
the evening. So, are you hungry when you sit down to eat your snacks, or?
It's not really that I'm hungry. I think it's just something I've got used to, so I just always do it.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned the chips and ice cream. How much do you typically eat when you're?
Well, I start out and I say I'm not going to eat that much, but
Mhm.
then typically I end up eating the whole thing.
Okay. And how do you feel when this is going on?
Pretty disappointed in myself because I know I shouldn't be,
Mhm.
but it's what I'm used to, so it's hard to change.
Okay. And have you thought about how this sort of affects your weight loss goals? Like,
I mean, now that you say it, yeah, but I never have in the past.
okay. So you mentioned earlier that you said that you've sort of failed at losing weight before. Do you think that this is something that is causing those thoughts, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And are you really enjoying the food while you're eating it? Is it something that you?
I mean, I do like it. In the beginning, it's really nice, and I really do enjoy it, but then I just start to feel a little regretful about it.
Okay. So since there are a lot of feelings surrounding this meal, I think that, and food in general for you, how interested would you be in doing some sort of food diary or food tracking? Not nutrition or calories, just like the actual food that's going in.
What would be the point of that?
Well, a lot of people have success with writing down what foods they're eating and the thoughts they're having before they eat it, then while they're eating it, and then the thoughts they have after. And that can sort of help certain people that eat for emotional reasons or have a lot of emotion surrounding food sort of track, okay, this food made me feel this way after I ate it, and then it sort of makes it more concrete,
That
feeling
makes sense.
yourself write it down. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested would you be in doing something like that?
Probably an 8. I'd be willing to try that.
Okay, I think that would be great if for until I see you again to try to do that. So I think that's about everything in your day. Is there anything else that you want to touch on?
I think that's it. Breakfast was the big thing, and I think we got that.
Okay, so just to recap for you, and I can write a note for you down here. So we're going to try to add breakfast.
Okay.
And then take out the Starbucks food, but keep in your drink.
Yeah.
And then going to try to make lunch a little bit more consistent. And then for dinner, looking at low sodium options, or maybe making a meal, a couple servings of it. And then snacking, you're going to keep that food diary, and I have a template for you also that you could take home over here.
Okay.
And then something that I like to do with all my clients is just to write this out for you, all of the things that we decide to do.
Okay.
And this is just a contract for you. It's obviously not legally binding or anything, just between you, me, sort of yourself, just to keep you on track. And you'll take a copy of this home and you can look at it and all the things we agreed upon. And you can see that you today agreed to do this, even if maybe you tomorrow isn't feeling as passionate about it. So I put in all of those things we agreed upon, and if you just want to sign quickly down there and date it. Okay, perfect. So you'll just take a copy of this home.
Okay.
And then I'll see you in a month, correct?
Yeah, a month sounds great.
Okay, perfect. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so
Asia.
much.